Hello, class 11th student. Today again I am going to start chapter 5th. Topic is presentation of data, textual and tabular presentation. This is part 2. In the previous video I had explained you about textual presentation of the data, tabular presentation of the data, and we had learned about components of a table. Okay, so in today video we are going to discuss about remaining topic. Okay, all these, and in this way the theory part of this chapter is going to be over, and in the next video we are going to attempt some question how we are going to tabulate given information. Okay, so let us start. So format of table, already I had told you about textual presentation. So textual presentation is what? When data are represented in the form of text. Okay, yeah, represented are given within the text. So this is textual representation. Textual representation is used when data are not too much. Okay, then we can represent. What is demerit of textual presentation? So we have to go through the line, then we are able to understand. So overcome to this problem, there is tabular presentation. It is more attractive, more comprehensive in a one glance. Okay, like your class timetable. Okay, your everyday attendance that you maintain on blackboard. So anyone that is standing outside your classroom or within the classroom, both of them can easily understand how many are present, absent, how many girls, what is the strength. So in this way tabular presentation in itself explain many things in detail. Okay, so that is why tabular presentation is considered a very good way of presentation. Okay, now what is tabular presentation? When data are represented in row and column. So this is what? This is your tabular presentation. Okay, and here is given format of table. Already I had explained you about the format. First of all, we write table number. If you are constructing only one table, so there is no requirement to write table number. But if you are going to consider any book or there are many table, so there is given table number. After that title means what about this table. If title is not sufficient to explain all about the table, so there is given head notes. Okay, now here we will write stub head. Stub head is what? It is heading of horizontal row. Here is caption. What is caption? Caption is the heading of column. Column is what? Vertical. The data that is represent, yeah, the data run vertically, that is column. Okay, now so here is subhead. Okay, subtitles, and here is caption, and these are the cell where we represent data, and this is what? This is your whole body. Okay, here we write footnote and source. If there is any abbreviation used, so we will write in detail here. And source, if we are using others table, others the table from other book, so we write source. Okay, now here I had attached one example of timetable. Okay, so here you can see that this timetable is the representation of tabular. Okay, it is a best format. Okay, here is given timetable, here is given heading, subheading, and it is here is given, then given these are what? These are your captions, these are your stubs, this is sub stubs, this is stub. Okay, and these are the cell, and these all things create body. Okay, now essential of a good table. If you are going to tabulate the information, what should be in that table? When that table is going to be considered as a good table, so these are the list of those things that must you have when you are constructing a table. Okay, so what are these things? First of all, title is going to explain about timetable. Suppose there are randomly 10 timetable, there are timetable, school timetable, okay, and there is nothing written, no class or section is written. So it is very hard to find out ki which timetable belong to which section or which class. So that is why title is given. The title is must. Okay, why? Because first of all, it is written on the top center, and it actually tell about objective of study. Ki means table is about what? Okay. Next is size. So the size of table should be appropriate. It should not very long or not complicated. Okay, it will be simple so that anyone can understand. Now simplicity, so again, size should be not too much large and it should not be complicated. Okay, we should not use many fold tabular presentation. Okay, simplicity, so we have to consider that all the things written simply and clearly so that everyone able to understand it. Now focus, so data which need to be highlighted presented in bold figure. Like if you want to highlight anything in your tabular presentation, so you have to write in bold. Like you can take here, so days are written. Okay, so here you can find out key caption or stuffs are written with the black and other written with blue. So these are the thing you can highlight different things. Now next is what? Clarity. So obviously it should be like that ki every lay person means common person, every one is able to understand. It is not that ki if you are statistician or you are a student of commerce, yeah, you know mathematics, then only you are able to understand the table should be like that ki it can be understand by anyone. Okay, now units. So unit should be given at the below the title, like price in the rupee, height, inches. Okay, so units means whatever variable you are taking, it is measured in what terms, it should be written clearly. If we are taking a price, so price in what? Rupee, in dollar, in euro, so it should be written clearly. Okay, next is scientific. The table should be prepared scientifically and logical manner. Okay, then only it is going to fulfill all these quality when it is scientific and logical. Scientific is what? Scientific means when anything is represented systematic way. So obviously you have to write all the information in a systematic way, okay, and in logical order. Then it is going to have all the above explained feature. Okay, now avoid abbreviation. So abbreviation should not use. Okay, if you are using to write its detail in footnote. So these are the essential of a table. If you are formulating a table, you are tabulating information, it must should have these things. Okay, now next topic is kinds of table. How many types of table? So when you are going to study kinds of tables, so we are going to divide the table on the basis of purpose, um, on the basis of originality, on the basis of construction. Okay, student, so on the basis of purpose, there are general, specific. General is related to uh, general use, yani like census of India. Whenever there is census of India after 10 year, like 2001, then 2011, now next time will be in 2021. So it is all about the population. It is going to collect information that is minor, that is major, each and every information there should be. So it is like that data bank. Okay, so general purpose. Okay, there is not any particular, it is going to have all the information regarding one issue, yeah, one topic. Okay, now a specific purpose table, so its name clear, its meaning. A specific, it is going to relate it to a specific purpose. It is going to satisfy a specific issue, okay, like a timetable. Timetable is related to what? It is related to if it is a school timetable of any class, so how teacher is going to come, which subject you are going to read in a particular class, so it is going to about that, okay. So it is what? It is the example of a specific purpose table, like your mark slip, okay. Next is on the basis of originality. If you are going to uh, divide yeah, you are going to decide type of table on the basis of originality, so it is of two type, original and derived. Original means when data are tabulated as they are collected, तो this is what original, जैसा आपने collect किया वैसे ही उसे आप tabulate कर दो, okay. Now derived table is what? When you are going to first convert data into percentage and ratio, then you are going to represent, this is considered as a derived table, okay. Like a subdivided bar diagram, so these are the example, okay. Now here is not is okay. Now construction, on the basis of construction, तो one way table, complex table. So one way या simple. तो one means it is going to have only one feature or one characteristic, like on the basis of number of worker, on the basis of number of student, yeah, on the basis of height. So any one you are going to pick up any one, okay. Now complex, so within the complex you are going to study double means what? Two, so there are two characteristic, okay. Triple, here you are going to explain three characteristic. Manifold, more than three, okay. So let us understand all of these one by one. So first of all, tables according to the purpose. So first is what? General purpose table. It is for what? It is for general use. When data are collected for general use, then it is known as a general table, okay. It is not not serve any specific purpose or specific problem, okay. तो ये किसी specific purpose या specific issue को introduce नहीं करता, okay. So it is like a data bank, यानी कि ये किसी issue पे each and every information is going to have, like census of India. So here is also given example, census report of India. It is also known as a reference table. Why? If you want to know anything, density, sex ratio, child sex ratio, number of the male, female of India, or any district, any village, you can get the information. So in this way, general purpose tables are data bank. It is going to have each and every information, okay. Now specific purpose, yani when data are collected for a special purpose and it is tabulated, then it is what? A specific purpose table. So when prepared with the specific purpose, then it is known as a specific purpose table. Like your class timetable, your school timetable, teacher timetable, your own timetable, home timetable, you can say, your mark slip. So these are what? Special purpose table, okay. It is known as a summary table also. Now table according to originality. On the basis of originality, the tables are divided into two parts. First is original table. So when we are going to represent data in the same form as they are collected, जैसे मैंने collect किया वैसे की वैसे ही मैं represent करूँगी, तो that is what? That is your original table, okay. Now what is derived table? When first of all data are converted into ratio or in percentage and then represented, so this is known as a derived table, okay. So in original there is no changes, but in derived table there is first of all changes, then we are going to represent, okay. Now table according to construction, on the basis of construction. So first is simple or one way table. So one way table is going to represent only one characteristic. Like in this table you can see कि here is classification of number of student, okay, on the basis of what? On the basis of class. So here is only one base, okay. Next is complex table. So in complex table, first of all we are going to discuss about double or two-way table. Two-way यानी कि it is going to show two characteristic. Like here is uh, here we are going to represent number of student in a college on the basis of what? On the basis of sex, on the basis of class. In previous slide it is only on the basis of class, so that is why it is one way table. Now here it is on the basis of class as well as on the sex. So here you can see number of student, and again it is divided within boys and girls. So it is what? It is your two-way table. Now triple table. Triple means what? Three. So on the when there are three characteristic explained, so this is what? This is your triple table. Here you can see कि the same table is represented on the basis of class, then sex, then habitation. So boys, girls, urban, rural on the basis of habitation. So now it become 1, 2 and 3. So on the basis of three characteristic the data are represented. So this is triple. Okay, yeah, threefold. Now manifold. Manifold yani more than 3. Okay, manifold is what? More than 3. So here you can see key data are represented on the basis of sex, class, habitation and marital status. So it is more than 3. So that is why it is what? Manifold. So boys, girls, then it is divided into on the basis of habitation, rural, urban, then married and unmarried on the basis of marital status. So this is what? This is manifold. Okay. Now classification of data and tabular presentation. In the starting chapter when we had learned classification of the data, then I had told you about classification. Classification yani we can classify, we can do grouping of data on the basis of quantitative, qualitative, on the basis of quantitative, qualitative, temporal, spatial. So that the same way here is. Okay. So what is written? First of all, qualitative classification. Quality, when we are going to represent data on the basis of quality, yeah, attribute, quality or attribute, then it is known as a qualitative classification of data. And tabular presentation, like we are going to represent number of student on the basis of skilled, unskilled. Okay, so this is rural, urban, employed, unemployed, job seeker, female, male. So these are the example of qualitative classification. Okay, here is given unemployment in Punjab on the sex and location, by the sex and location. So here is given. Okay, now next is classification of data and tabular presentation. So quantitative classification, quantity means number. Okay, base is going to be number. So what things we are able to represent only in number, like height, weight, profit, loss, earning, income, expenditure. Okay, export, import, death rate, birth rate, number of family member, number of the people. All these are the example of quantitative classification. So when we adopt these things and then we do tabulation, so this is known as a quantitative classification. So here is given marks obtained by class 12 on the basis of marks. So marks is always represented on the basis of numbers. It is always represented in number. Now temporal classification. Yeah, remember temporal, T for time. So it is related to what? Time. When classification is done on the basis of time, time can be month, year, day. So this is what? This is your temporal classification. Here is given annual sale of cell phone in the city of Delhi on the basis of year 2015. There are 50,000 cells, 16 70,000 cells, in 17 90,000 cells, 18 1 lakh and 19 2 lakh. So what base is what? It is year. So this is considered as a temporal classification. Now spatial means related to on the basis of area. Okay, on the basis of area. So place, location. when base is going to be place and location. Here you can see, so it can be country, it can be states, district, name of different villages. So these are what example of uh, these are the example of spatial classification. Okay, now merits of tabular presentation. If you are going to do tabulation, so what should merit it is going to have? So what are the merit of the tabular presentation, why we use tabular presentation? So these are the reason. First is, it is simple and brief presentation. Like you take the your timetable, या फिर your present absent that you record on time blackboard. So suppose you are going to represent textually, so what you have to write: in class 11 C there are 50 students. In 50 students there are 20 boys and there are 30 girls. Today 10 boys are absent, 10 boys are present, and in 20 girls, 30 girls, 30 girls, there are 25 present and 5 are absent. So suppose if you are going to write these things on the blackboard, so half of the blackboard is going to used. Okay, so on the other hand, if you are going to tabulate it, so it takes very specified place only. Okay, and it is more simple and brief presentation in this way. Facilitate comparison. Obviously, if you want to compare between the income of two families, two countries, so tabular presentation is the best way. Okay, easy analysis. So obviously, with the help of tabulation, analysis become more easy. Now highlight characteristic of the data, like your school timetable or your present absent timetable. It highlight characteristic, like when you maintain absent present, so it is basically for strength absent present. So in just one glance it gives this information. Okay, economical on the basis of space, on the basis of time and effort. Okay, thank you.